Hi, good morning, everybody. It is day 66 out here. Oh boy, that seems like such a long time. In my mind, I'm trying to process, 66, that's 2 months. It doesn't feel like I've been out here that long. But then on the other side, it feels like I've been out here forever. Every day just seems to get longer and longer. And you reach a point where you're just physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted and drained, and you got to find a way to reinvigorate your spirit, your body, your mind, all of it. And I think I made a little progress in that area yesterday. Good friend of mine sent me a little article, or a little, I don't know if it's a poem, a saying, I don't know what it is, but about the two wolves that live inside you. And it was interesting because he just sent that to me a couple days ago, and I was talking to a guy last night at the hostel that he had reached his breaking point on the trail. He's a flip-flopper, and I've been where he's at so many times, and you just got to force your way through, and hopefully you have that support system that I do now, that keeps pushing you, keeps encouraging you, supporting you. I can't even begin to tell you guys how far that goes out here, because everybody gets into that slump. And this gentleman last night, I could tell he was ready to quit. He was ready to quit. And so we talked for about 30 minutes, and I told him my experiences from last year and this year. And, it seemed to help him that somebody else felt the exact same way. When you go up some of these mountains, it's like, oh my God, again? I got to do this again? And then it's just, they're steep, they're hard, they're sometimes not marked well. Frustration level just goes through the roof. And anyways, long story short, this morning I talked to the man again, and he said he feels much better, and he's doing a southbound slack pack today. So I'll see him again tonight, and we can encourage each other. It's kind of the way it works. His first climb. When you look at the graph at the end of the video, you'll see his first climb was a humdinger. Old Blue Mountain. I'm not liking Old Blue right now. I had a little level section there that started videoing in, but looks like that may be about to change. I think I've got about 4,300 feet of uphill today. I am slack packing. I'm going a little over 13 miles, and I got a late start because of breakfast. That's the one thing I do not like about this hostel. They won't even think about taking you up to the trail until after breakfast. Some of us were ready to go before breakfast. Gonna be long days. I don't want to hike at night. I do have my headlamp with me, fully charged, if I need it. I know the beginning is going to be tough for about 3 miles. And then after that, it seems to chill out a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. So far, all right. So far, the trail here, unlike coming down Moody Mountain the other day, this part of the trail seems to be marked fairly well. Now, if the uphill was like this, the rest of the way, I live with this. I can get up this stuff, especially slack packing. The first, 6-7 tenths of a mile, it was tough. It was steep. I was very thankful I did not have a full pack. For those of you who don't know, slack packing, I think everybody should know by now, but slack packing, I take everything out of my pack except what I need for the day. So what I have in my pack today is my 2 bottles of water. I have a sub sandwich with some mayo that I picked up at a Minute Mart yesterday. And I have my raincoat just in case of rain or if it got cold. Don't have to worry about the cold part. What else? I have my toilet paper. That's it. Oh, my water. My water bladder and my filter. So I probably have, I don't know, between 9 and 11 pounds on my back. I feel like I have nothing. A little bit of a downhill here. That's not going to last. We still got a couple miles to get up this mountain. I'm hopeful that when I get up to the top of this mountain, I estimated it would take me 2 hours to get here, get to the top. I don't know how much time I've been on so far, maybe 45 minutes. So I estimated 2 hours to get to the top. Might take me a little bit longer. I don't know how well I'm going to have service today. I've got to call Don, the shuttle driver, at some point, let him know an estimate of when I'm going to get to Route 17. We looked this morning. I gave him a rough estimate of 5 o'clock. So if for some reason he doesn't hear from me because I don't have service or because I'm hurt, at 5 o'clock he'll start worrying. Hopefully I get to the top of the last part of Bemis Mountain and their service, and I can call him up and tell him, yeah, I've got 2.5 miles to go. I'll be there in 2 hours, something like that. So Don's a good guy. I like him. I like this whole hostel. They've got some minor issues. It's an older hostel. Honey, the lady who runs it, I already talked about her a little bit. 92 years old and still going strong. She is an absolutely amazing woman. To be doing what she's doing at that age, it's just, it's inspiring is what it is. She's just an incredible woman. She's hiked most of her life, and she's hiked primarily the White Mountains. You know, hiking through there once will make you tough. Can you imagine doing your whole life through that? Oh my God. Yeah, she's one of the more impressive people I've met on the trail. Her son, Don, I get the feeling he's not as big a hiker as Mom, but he's always on the go. I mean, I've seen him not doing something very few times over the last couple days. He's always taking people here, taking people there, doing work around the house. Just go, 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 go. But yeah, this hostel could use a little TLC in some places. It could use a deep cleaning in the hiker areas. I almost wish they would allow a couple of hikers that are maybe down on their luck to do a work for stay and just get in there and just clean. But other than that, it's a wonderful hostel. The dinner that they make, let me rephrase that. The dinner that Honey makes has been fantastic the last 2 nights. And I'm very hopeful that I get back in time to eat her dinner tonight. Breakfast in the morning made by Diane, one of their helpers. She cooks a good breakfast every morning. Got no complaints in the food department. The costs are relatively low. To stay the night in my private room, I believe it's $30 a night, which is outstanding. I love my private room. A couple drawbacks to it. It seems to have some big spiders in there. I watched a couple of big suckers up on the ceiling last night. They never moved more than a couple of feet, so I'm not too worried about them. But anyways, all right, I've talked enough. I'm gonna put this down and focus on moving my butt. So see you in a bit. So I'm about 2.8 miles into the trail, and I don't know what way I'm going here. What the heck? All right, hang on, I gotta check. All right, 2.8 miles. Where that trail split into a Y, I needed to go straight. So just about to the summit of Old Blue. Got here about 30 minutes faster than I expected. All right. So that's a good sign. It was not as difficult as the Sobos were making it out to be. I mean, it was tough, no question about that, but they made it sound like it was just horrendous. I love this, man. Got a cairn, got a blaze. Yeah, I don't know what happened on Moody Mountain. Somebody dropped the ball back there big time. Every other part of Maine that I've been in, of course, it hadn't been a lot so far, just what, 3 days, 4 days maybe? But it's been very well blazed, except for Moody Mountain. And that was not fun. All right, so I'm not quite 2 hours into the trail today, and I've already come 3.5 miles. What? What the hell? That's like walking the track, folks. I need to slack pack more often. This is friggin' awesome. That first hill was, I mean, it was certainly not up to Wildcat standards, but it was a tough uphill. And to knock off 3.5 in 2 hours, yeah, I'm tickled to death. That means that I could very well be getting finished rather quickly. Now the big trick is going to be, at what point do I have cell service where I can contact them to come pick me up? I mean, I got a long way to go. I mean, still got a little under 10 miles to get where I'm stopping today. But man, if the trail's like this, and I see in the graph that there's a series of ups and downs. All right, let me get underneath this baby. You know, there's a whole series of ups and downs, but none of them look real severe. And if they are, it's just for a short period of time. So, not real happy right now. These brand new shoes, man, I hit a pointy root and it just, here. Yep, so much for those. I may be able to repair those. I get back, I'll get my needle and thread and see if I can't put a simple sewing job on that. All right, these things kind of suck. They are weebling and wobbling all over the place. I'm just waiting to fall off one of these boards. I'd almost rather be walking in the mud underneath it. Because if you slip off these things, you can hurt yourself. I don't want to hurt myself. I want to go fast today, but I don't want to go so fast that I hurt myself. There's not going to be a lot of views. This is what you're going to see the better part of the day. There's just not a lot going on. But so this may be one of those long videos that just shows a lot of trail and very few of those beautiful views that we're getting so used to seeing. Oh, I hate roots like that. And you can get your foot caught in a root like that, and yeah, it can do some damage. These roots, man, they love to trap your feet. The rocks, they got the sharp edges on them sometimes. It's like everything out here is going against you. And you just have to compensate as best you can and know that bad things are going to happen. Like the torn shoe. I think that can be repaired. Worst case scenario, I'll try to get some dental floss and see if I can fix it with that. But these shoes really need to last me for about another 140 miles at least till I get to Shaw's. When Deb gets back from her trip, I'll have her mail my final pair of shoes up to Shaw's. By the time she gets back, I should be getting closer. Close enough to the point where I know that these shoes will get me that far. Oh, yeah. Water everywhere. Should be getting close to a water source. I'm ready to pump some water into my body. I probably drank too much coffee this morning, which is not good when you're getting ready to go on a hike, because it'll help dehydrate you. The caffeine, not a good idea. Just rolling along, man. Weaving and bobbing, zigging, zagging. Making good time. Gosh almighty, man. I would love to. This is the kind of good time you make going when you're down south. And again, I'm slack packing, so it's hard to judge what I would be doing if I had a full pack. Well, honestly, on this, I'd be cruising. Pack doesn't bother me when you're going level like this. Only when you trip and fall, when it drives your face into the ground. I think this is going to be a day for the good wolf. Ninja knows what I'm talking about. Feed the good wolf. That's what I want to do today and every day. I love the analogy he threw out there at me. Good stuff. Ninja, he's a wise man. Just hopping and jumping and oh man, I don't even know what to think about this. I told him 5 o'clock. Yeah, at this rate, I'll be getting there way before 5 o'clock. Hopefully it doesn't throw him off where he has to make other hikers wait on me. I do not want that. Hopefully it works out where he's got time in between pickups, or better yet, he has another pickup up here at Route 17 instead of just wasting all that time for me. However, they are getting paid for it. To get picked up here and brought back to the hostel is $40. So that's a night's stay right there. And I don't mind paying it because what I'm saving on the wear and tear on my body is absolutely worth it. I mean, this may be the slack pack that enables me to get all the way to Catan. Damn it, I hate these boards like this. They're so off center. And if you slip, you're into the bogs. All right. Try to keep the phone up where you can see the trail. I keep forgetting. Keep pointing it down. Don't want to do that. All right. This part appears to slow you down a little bit, but in comparison, it really doesn't. I'm moving fast on this stuff. And not too fast. I get to the wobbly ones, I slow down, take my time over them. But here's the thing, without that freaking bag of bricks on my back, I could almost run up this trail. And if I get to points where it's nice and flat, I will run on this trail. Yeah, I think 5 o'clock is way too late of a pickup. I suspect that's when he's going to have a lot of people to pick up at various locations around the area. And so ideally, I want to try to get done. It'd be beautiful if I could get done around 3. That would be even better. Get me back in time to get a shower before dinner. And another one of Honey's meals. That one was incredible. Stub my toe. Don't do that. I'm gonna put this away for a bit. My arm's getting tired. Hello, little fella. What are you doing? Just hanging out, having a little meal. All right, buddy. I gotta keep going, so you have a good day. Don't eat any car wires, okay? All right. Later. 5.2 miles into the trail. Probably about 2 hours and 40 minutes into the day. Look at this, man. Oh, wow. That's just, I mean, that's just stunning. How can you not think that's beautiful? Let me zoom out a couple times. Let me zoom out 5 times. Look at this. Man. That's just beautiful. Bugs. Bugs are everywhere. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. All right, I'm gonna keep on going. 5.2 down. That leaves me, oh goodness, eight miles. Man, if I can keep clicking them off at this rate, I'll be in good shape. Let's see. This has got to be the trail. All right, see a blaze up there. All right. Let's roll. I'm having a hard time finding a place to put my phone. If I put it down in my fanny pack pouch, the way I usually carry it, sweat is dropping off my hat right on top of it. I can't do that. That moisture will destroy the phone. I already know this from last year. If I put it in my water bottle holder on my left side that I normally don't use, same thing. Sweat comes off my hoodie and down onto it. I could put it in my pocket, but problem is I'm sweating so much that all my pockets are starting to get wet now. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with it. I may just have to keep it in my hand the rest of the day, even when I'm not videoing. I'm going to have to stop here in a minute, tighten up my shoestring. Good little stump right here to do that. All right, let me stop for a bit. I have come 7.6 miles today. Check this out. Wow. Oh my God. That is beautiful. Look at those lakes. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Yeah, I like this. Beautiful. About 8.3, 8.4 miles in. I think I'm at the summit of the last mountain I'm going to climb today, Bemis Mountain. So just less than a half a mile. I'm going to hit the Bemis lean-to. I'm getting hangry. My mind is trying to feed the bad wolf. Oh. It amazes me, these mountain laurel that are up here. They're all so stunted. I mean, they're still beautiful, but yeah, they just, they're not going to grow. There's not enough nutrients in the soil. All right. You know, there's been a lot of blowdowns today that I've had to negotiate over, under, around. So I don't think they've been up here to do any actual maintenance in a while. It's probably been a few years. But I will say one thing. The blazes, for the most part, are in pretty good shape. There's been a couple of times when I wondered what the heck they were doing. I couldn't find one, but I did. So certainly much better than, God, head and shoulders better than New Hampshire. Yeah, I think somebody dropped the ball back there on Moody Mountain. Somebody dropped the ball big time, because that's so far not having blazes is the exception and not the rule, like it is in New Hampshire. Roots and rocks, man. Roots and rocks. The trail in Maine, so far, I've learned, is famous for roots, rocks, and bugs. They say the bugs are going to get worse than they are now. Right now, they're not so bad. So I can live with a little bit worse than they are right now. But the people that live up here say, the farther you go north, the worse the bugs are going to get. Yay. That sounds exciting. No, it really doesn't. I can't even describe to you, unless you've ever been in a situation where you've had the bugs in your ears, in your face, all day long. You cannot understand what happens up here. All right, I'm going to stop for a bit. All right, I've come just a hair over 10 miles, 3 miles to go, 3 miles and some change. I'm up on top of this mountain, and I'll tell you what, man, it's hot. That sun is just beating down on these rocks, and I'm getting it from both sides. And my thermometer says 87 degrees, but getting it from the top and the bottom, I'm telling you, man, it's freaking hot. My sweat glands are just wide open, and I'm pounding as much water as I can get in. Everything's stunted up here. It's all growing on top of rock. Oh man, it's hot. I mean, it is hot. Oh boy. All right, shit. All right, I'm gonna try it. Oh boy, yep, that didn't work. 1 foot in, better than the whole body. Wow, I'm telling you, man, that heat, it's like, yeah, just, it's worse than being on a blacktop road in 90-degree weather. It's just, the heat just bounces back up off these rocks, and it is hot. Oh man, give me some shade. I'm ready to start going down. No worry about getting lost today. Between the cairns and the blazes, only a couple spots today have they been any kind of a negative issue. Whew, wow. All right, keep going. Keep going. I'm telling you, man, I'm just pouring sweat. Just pouring. I'm on track to get to Highway 17 around 4 o'clock, which is about an hour earlier than I originally expected. And most of that time saving is probably about half of it was coming up from the beginning of the big mountain slack pack, and I got up a lot quicker than I expected. And then the trails haven't been horrible. They've been walkable for the most part. All right, look here. Turn. Boom. Thank you, Maine. Thank you, Maine. I'm loving you today, baby. You know, it's just so nice when you get to a place like that, and you know, if there's no blaze, you don't know what to do. You gotta sit and think, and it slows you down. It may only slow you down 30 seconds or a minute, but they'll start to add up when you're doing 40, 50, 60 of them a day, like in New Hampshire. Here, you see the blaze, boom, go. No hesitation. It's there for you. All right, back in. All right, the only thing good about this is that it's shade and it cools down very quickly on you. The bad thing is it's very overgrown, and the roots and the rocks, that's when they'll get you, man. If you can't see what you're stepping on or stepping into, that's when it's going to get you. So, I got to stop in a few minutes. One of my shoes, the tongue has moved, and I'm getting a hot spot on top of my foot. Can't have that. Stop for lunch at the Bemis Lean-To. I'm trying hard, folks, to call it a lean-to and not a shelter. I don't want to make anybody mad at me. Oh, come on, bug. You got one of them, man. It's just buzzing me. I don't know how many times I've had to stop today. And here's the thing. When I stop, whoever's buzzing me, you're dying. Your life is over. So you can leave me on your own, or I will kill you. It's pretty simple. Hell. This is one of those in-betweeners. I have to go down to my butt. All right. Yeah, I'm tired of playing with these deer flies. Holy crap, look at this. All right, I can go all the way around that way, or I can go around that way. I'm going this way. Not going through the middle of it. You know, here's the thing. If they don't want us to go off trail, then they need to fix the trail so that we don't have to. But I'm not just going to walk through a bog. That's just dumb. Oh, man. I'll have to check in a minute and see how far water is, because I'm about to start pumping some water in me. It's hot. Back out under the rocks again. And you know, when you hit something like this and it gets so hot all of a sudden, temperature goes up 10, 15 degrees. Boom, just like that. And all of a sudden, it's like you're walking in mud. You're in slow motion. That heat just has such an impact on you. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what. I hope they got the shower fixed back at the hospital today. I'm going to take a long, long shower today. I've already run into 3 people that are going to be at the shelter tonight. They're Sobos. And for those of you who don't know, Sobo means southbound. Nobo is northbound. Right now I'm running into Sobos pretty much daily. Yesterday I think I saw, oh boy, what to do. I think this time I'm going to the right. And I'm going to get muddy a little bit. No way around it. All right, that wasn't too bad. All right, got some more up here. As long as I got rocks, man, I can rock hop it. It's okay. Yes, baby. So yeah, there's at least 3 Sobos that'll be there today or tonight when I get there, and Mossy. That looks like a turn. Blaze, yes it is. Thank you, Maine. I'm loving you guys. I'm loving you. You could do a little bit better on the trail maintenance, getting the logs out, but I'll take this. Give me a good blaze, and I'm a happy boy. I can work my way around everything else. Another turn. I love it, man. I love it when they do what they're supposed to do. All right, I'm gonna put this down so I can pick up some speed. Yeah, see you in a bit. How cool. He's got a couple of babies running around here, so. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want to scare them. My first garter snake in Maine. Hey, little buddy. That may be one of the biggest ones I've seen out here. Pretty cool. That's it, 13.44 miles. Look at this. Look at this. How freaking beautiful is that? Oh my God. Right there. That may be one of the prettiest sights on the whole trail. That is absolutely gorgeous. And this is my ride. Yes. Woo. Yep. Look at that. All right. All right. It was a good day. Did a little over 13 miles. Slack packed it. And that worked out real well. There was a tough climb in the beginning. And I had a lot more space today to just go. There were a whole bunch of little ups and downs. Some of them were kind of tough. There's some rebar out there and some other aids to help the hikers get up certain areas. So it was a tough day, but there were some spots that I was able to make up some time, and I did. Yeah, it was an interesting day. But anyways, knocked off 13 miles, 13 more miles closer to Katahdin, and met a few Sobos and who are here tonight. And we've talked some more, but yeah, overall it was a pretty good day. I came back to the hostel. The shuttle driver, Don, the lady who owns this place, her son, he got there to pick me up about 3 minutes before I actually got there. So the timing was really, really good on that. I'm glad. I hate it when I might be the cause of somebody wasting time. And so our timing was good. I kept him updated as often as I could when I had service, and so we timed it good. That worked out well. Got back to the hostel, got a shower, got my laundry done. I've got to hang it out on the clothesline because the dryer here is broken. But that's okay. What else have I got to do? So, had dinner. Honey, the 92-year-old owner of the hostel, she cooked dinner. Had some chicken and corn on the cob, and what else? Mashed potatoes, dinner rolls. It was a full meal. I love it. Love it. And it does cost you a little bit of extra, but that's okay. It's well worth it. You're going to pay that much and more going to a restaurant, and you're not going to get that kind of quality. So I'm good with it. After that, that's it, man. I'm done for the night. Yeah, I'm just hanging out, trying to figure out how I'm going to put this video together, and I'm probably going to kick back and read my book for an evening. But it's funny. I was just sitting here, and I've got on my town clothes, which is either my gray sleeveless shirt or my blue sleeveless shirt, and I have blue shorts. That's it. And I do have an extra pair of socks that I could wear if I wanted to, but I don't. And my camp shoes, I have recently changed them to that I hope you can see them. They weigh a fraction of what my Crocs weighed, so got rid of those. And these kind of hurt my feet a little bit, but that's okay. I don't wear them that often. But I was sitting here taking stock of all the injuries, the marks on my body. Um, this trail has physically beat my ass this time. Last year, I don't remember. Um, I didn't fall as much. That's for sure. I think I fell 8 times last year. I've blown way by that. Now I couldn't even I can't even count how many times I've fallen down since I've been back out here. The terrain is just so difficult that you're going to fall. That's just all there is to it. And I did not fall today. I did not. And I was moving pretty quick, but the trail was, I mean, I could see, and I really focused on looking for those hidden roots and hidden rocks, and so hey, live and learn. How long does it take you to learn? It's just 2 months. I don't. It's tough. The train is tough, but anyways, um, I'm looking at my legs, my feet. I mean, I'm beat to hell. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my arms first, okay? This is my left arm. This is from a fall a couple days ago when I went into the roots, and at the same time, the other arm, I have one there also, and those are just over the top of ones that have already healed from earlier falls. 2 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago. I think I fell, I don't know, 4 or 5 times when I was still with Navigator. So, all right, I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to show you my, don't get grossed out. I'm going to show you my legs and my feet. So, all right, hang on. All right, let's start with my left knee. Okay. These marks here and down here are from the big fall where I landed square on my knee the other day. I've got bruises up and down here from previous falls. What else? I've got a little scuff mark there. Nothing has happened to this shin so far. I shouldn't say that because now tomorrow it will. But my ankle is still swollen from back on after Madison. That's like a week and a half ago. But you can tell it's still swollen. But I got to keep going. I've got red marks across here and across here from the shoes that I wear. So I need to tape better. Today I was moving so fast that the tape moved a little bit. So I'm going to need to use a little bit more tape. I may even use some moleskin. I've got marks here where I have hit rocks. And I'm surprised, to be honest, that I don't have a massive amount of cuts on the sides of my feet. These sharp rocks, I'm telling you, man, they find a way to cut into you. I showed you, there's a video earlier where my shoe got cut. My brand new shoe's got a big cut in it, so I'm going to have to do some work on that, try to get that better. All right, my other leg. I've got a couple of old bruises here from previous falls. A little scratch there. I've got it marked. I've torn into this shin, I don't need 3, 4, 5 times. I don't even know how many times. I was just outside, got a freaking mosquito bite. And this is a blister from today. I'm not sure how that happened. But I've got some moleskin that'll cover that up, and that'll take care of that. I'll moleskin and tape it, and it'll be good. I've got bruises here. I've got bruises back on my heel. I had blisters on the bottom of my feet. My callus is starting to get a blister underneath it. Yeah, the feet are pretty beat up. But all right, you've seen enough of my gross looking lower extremities. All right, so anyways, so that's it. My feet, my legs, they're beat to hell. My arms are beat to hell. And so I decided today while I was hiking that I'm just
I'm not going to push as hard as I've been pushing it. And even then, I haven't pushed hard to begin with. I mean, there's been a few days that I've pushed really hard. And some of these days, you know, some of my 10-mile days, honestly, I probably shouldn't have been doing 10 miles. These trails out here between the Whites, the Wildcats, the Notch, and just getting into Maine, these trails are hard. They're tough. They're up, they're down, they're rocks. I mean, they're throwing everything at you. The heat, the balls. It's just, it's nuts. And I am going to finish this damn trail. I'm going to finish it. I don't care how many zeros I have to take. I'm going to finish it. So it can just beat my body to shit. I will stop and and heal. The other big thing that I didn't mention is that there's no question that I've torn some more of my meniscus. The burning pain that I have in my left knee, yeah, it's not good. But you know what? It is what it is. It's not going to get any better. All they can do is go in and take it out and clean it out. That's all they can do. Other than that, it's a knee replacement, and I don't want a knee replacement yet, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. So, but anyways, I mean, I'm just going to do what I have to do to finish this trail, and I'm going to take a zero tomorrow. And oh yeah, don't forget my chafing. Uh, Got to get that taken care of. But I'm going to rest my body tomorrow, and then I'm going to go at it again. And between tonight and tomorrow, I'm going to sit down and plan out my next, probably my next week and a half. And I'm just going to keep working my way up the trail. After today, I have 237 miles, I think. Is that right? I have 237 miles left to go. Um, Slowly but surely, those numbers are coming down, and I'm going to finish this trail. All right. Enough of my babbling. I'm going to put this video together, and you guys have a great day, great night, whatever it is you're having, and I'll talk to you tomorrow or the next day. All right.